Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Cardinals have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lawrence. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Touchdown, Cardinals. Velus Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, Lawrence. Williams brings it in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Sanders is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyquan Thornton from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. To Evans on the slant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
Once more with Mitchell. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Come on, set. Hey, Charlie.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Another run with Mitchell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A give running right is Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes going to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Andy Reid never wanted to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Mitchell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. In motion goes the tight end. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Hey, Oregon. Hey, you.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence. Throw fighting Thornton over the middle. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, back up. Hard.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyquan Thornton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Gets this to Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mahomes to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyquan Thornton, 61 yards. And the Cards have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who